Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in Dagenham, Essex. Her name was Sandra Goodrich, and today she describes herself like this.
Sandra Goodrich is and always was an odd bod. She was a bit funny. She is funny, Sandra Goodrich.
Sandra didn't make much of a name for herself at school, nor at the Ford's factory in Dagenham, where she got her first job. But when she started to sing, she did make a name. And the name is, of course, Sandie Shaw.
And it's just as always in this part of the town here. People going into clubs and restaurants, just you look around here. There's colored fluorescent lights that help you into the sun. Oh, how I used to love the long walk. My love here. To be happy was just one of many dreams that we would dream of here. But here's no need to dream no more. She gives them all the answer. Tonight I just can't stand the long walk. Shiny limousines, I hope as they go by. Certain things I see make me remember him, and how well I know why. He brought me home every night, never leave me out of sight. And now I just can't stand the long walk.
Because I'm Sandie Shaw, I don't trust anybody. Nobody. There's about 3 people, 4 people that I trust implicitly. I think I trust most Evelyn Taylor, business manager, and her husband, and Adam, because he's gorgeous anyway, and my mum and dad. When I was a little girl, I always had big dreams. I always wanted to be either a model or a singer or an actress or a famous artist or somebody in the limelight. My best subjects at school were things like literature and art and things. So obviously I wanted to go in that field. And I tried to get into art school when I was 15. And they said they wanted to have some GCEs, although they would accept me when I got a couple. So I waited and I got a couple of GCEs. Then I went to go to the art school, but before the term started, I got fed up with waiting. So I went to Ford's.
I walk along the city streets, you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something that could remind me?
The boredom and the frustration, wanting to do something and thinking I haven't got an earthly possible chance to do or be what I want to be.
And I will never be free. You'll always be a part of me. Oh, 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 oh. When shadows fall, I pass the small cafe where we would dance at night. And I can't help recalling how it felt to kiss and hold you tight. Oh, how can I forget you when there is
used to like singing. Now, I did it with my friends, but I was a bit embarrassed about it all. You know, I only did it to please them. That I was terribly bored and wanted more out of life and didn't know how to go about it or what to do. I didn't think I had a chance to do anything. I became very frustrated and knotted up and all sorts of bags of energy with nothing to do with it. I remember once it was in a dance hall and there was this group on and there was the most terrible singer singing. And I turned around to my friend and said, look, even me and you could do better than that. So well, you could anyway. So she went up to the group and she said something in their ear and next thing I knew I was up on the stage singing with them. When you're making a record, it's not so much nerve-wracking as exciting because, you know, you're doing something and you can hear it when you've done it. And it's something new and you know you've got to do this on television. You're fed up with miming the other one on television, your last one. And it's so nice when you've got a new one that's completely different.
Tomorrow I'll see him. Tomorrow he's arriving home after being away quite some time. And then I'll be him thinking I've been loving him alone. How can I say I don't want him to be mine?
No, there's no musician that has influenced me more than anyone else. Chris has, obviously, Chris Andrews, because I like the stuff he writes. We sort of think the same way.
Tomorrow there'll be tears. I realize that he loves me so, and he really has been so good to me. I've known him almost 2 years, and now I must let him go, though I'm sorry, it's the way it must be. I know it's true.
The kind of stuff that I record isn't the sort of stuff. I mean, it's not typical of anything. It's not, you know, the records, you know, they're as far apart as chalk is from cheese. It's so different. Each single I do, I just try something new.
And I don't love him no more. Tomorrow I'll feel better when I tell him of what I must do.
I get terribly upset by criticism that is not asked for. I like to ask for it because I want to know, you know. When people come along and they think it's their job to criticise and sort of bring your confidence down, I don't like that. I would like to find a man that I was completely satisfied with, get married and have 5 children.
Someone new, and I don't like what I must do tomorrow. I don't like what I must do tomorrow.
Sandie, you said you'd like to get married and have 5 children. Does this mean that secretly you quite like to give up the business?
No, I don't really want to give up the business. I just want I want something stable in life.
So you'd like to be a
a
working
husband.
mother, in other words, go on still singing songs and have...
No. If I was married, I just wouldn't work so much.
But you'd still work
Yes, a little, because I'd get bored otherwise.
between having children.
But that's the work.
Oh, I see. It's fun just singing records then. That's the play. So would you still then fit play into, you know, would you still be singing?
Oh, yes, of course. That's if he liked it. But I've never met anybody, so the situation has never arose, you see. Nobody's I'm not good enough for them or they're not good enough for me, you know?
Sandie, how do you get to know a boy you might like in this business? You know, let alone let him take you out, you know.
He usually comes up and asks me.
Oh, is it quite easy, is it? I thought you might be like a sort of bird in a cage, you know.
No.
You're surrounded by sort of...
When it's obvious that he's attracted to me and I'm attracted to him, you know.
Yeah, I see. Sandie, right at the beginning of that little lot, you just said...
Oh, not Paul Jones.
No, not... You said you didn't trust anybody. And I could... Did you say because you're Sandie Shaw? What I mean is, did you trust people before?
Well, before I was very sheltered. I never met many people, but now I meet so many people that you have to put them in sections.
You mean you don't trust people you meet in this business?
No.
But you did trust people before?
Yes, well, where any big money is concerned, in any big business, you can't trust anyone because there's so much at stake. I mean, not only in show business. Sorry.
When you go back to Dagenham, how do you get on with your friends there? Are they shy of you, or are you shy of them, or is it just the same as it was?
Well, really, I only had one real friend, and she's not shy because she's seen me in all sorts of circumstances.
Sandie, people always say how smartly dressed you look. How much do you spend on clothes a week?
I just spoke to my accountant this morning.
What sorts of clothes do you like best?
I'm not really all that mad about clothes. I know it sounds silly. I mean, I had an argument with the accountant this morning. He said that I was mad about clothes, and I said I was just mad.
A special style or design that you like?
No, really. I just walk along and I see something that I might like and I just go in and buy it. But sometimes I go for months without seeing anything.
Well, getting back to your music, Sandie, don't you think you're going to become stereotyped if you continue with the same composer, Chris Andrews?
Well, do you find any similarity between all my records?
I think quite a few of them sound the same, but don't you think, you know, after a few more months or so, if you have the same composer?
Well, I like Chris's stuff, and he changes so much, too. I mean, he doesn't stay the same. His mood changes, and he matures himself, and his character becomes more full, and with his character, his songs become more full.
Don't you think there's a definite Sandie Shaw sound there?
Yes, sort of high-pitched screech.
When Chris writes a number for you, does he go off on his own and write it, and then present it to you to record, or does he in fact consult you first so that you can work through it together?
Sometimes he does, but usually he goes away and suddenly he comes back with a song that's completely in the frame of mind that I'm thinking at the time. Complete coincidence.
Do you ever get ideas yourself?
I've written one song myself.
I felt that trust of someone new, and I don't like what I must do.